Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is June 4th, 2012. It is a Tuesday, so we know what we're looking for. Normally on a Tuesday, the markets will rally. This has happened 20 consecutive Tuesdays. We'll see if today is 21. As you can see here, the futures are already up by about 2.5 points. They did struggle a little bit, but they are now catching a little bit more of a bid. Looks like some economic data will be released in a few moments. The international trade number, we'll see what that comes out to be. But either way, you slice it or dice it. It is a Tuesday. Most traders are looking for a positive Tuesday. Now, this past Friday, most traders were looking for a positive Friday, but the market did sell off. So you never know if the market does throw you a curveball, and it does reverse. When everybody's looking at the same thing, rarely does it happen. Now, everybody is looking for a positive Tuesday. Now, just going over a couple of things now in the market. If you take a look at the Asian markets last night, we had a mixed bag of tricks. The Nikkei 225 was up 2%. That was a pretty decent little bounce. Very, very oversold into support. So a 2% bounce in the Nikkei 225. But in the Shanghai, that is mainland China, that was down 1.17% last night. So the Shanghai continues to struggle again, and this could be problematic going forward. But right now, the market seems to be holding up fine, at least at the moment. When you take a look across the pond and you go to the European stock indexes, they're all holding up pretty well today. Spain and Italy are leading the charge over there. Italy is higher by 0.6%. Spain is up 1.3%, and that's making a pretty solid move. Also in Asia last night, the Bombay Sensex index was down about 0.3%. Singapore was flat. So that's basically what we're looking at in a nutshell. Japan up, China down. So we're not going to make too much out of the Asian markets. And then in Europe, everything is holding up pretty well. And then the futures here, as you can see, in the U.S., pretty much higher by 2.5 to 3 points and holding up pretty well. There's a few things we do need to know about today. Looking at my few notes that I take down each and every morning. The first thing you want to note is that there are some stocks being reshuffled out here. You will have, I believe, a few different names in motion. Let me just make sure we got them right. I think AIG is one of them. They're going to be moving to the S&P 100. Baker Hughes will be coming out of the S&P 100. Okay, so traders want to be aware of that. So AIG is going to be moving into the S&P 100. How funny how things have changed so dramatically. After that, I believe we also have another reshuffling, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just make sure I have that right as well. It looks like General Motors will be added to the S&P 500. And just think about this. General Motors now being added to the S&P 500, I believe on Thursday, as I think Heinz, which was bought out by Berkshire Hathaway, comes out of the S&P 500. So General Motors. So you got AIG, bankrupt and bailed out company, going to the S&P 100. General Motors, bailed out, bankrupt company, going into the S&P 500. Pretty amazing. But that's where we are, and that's what's happening. So you want to watch those two. They're going to have a little bit of strength as they're going into those indexes. I'm not sure how it will hold up throughout the rest of the trading day, but expect them to have a little bit of strength, at least in the near term. We also have some other stocks in the news today. I think Salesforce is buying out a company called Exact Target for, I think it's $33 a share or something along those lines. So that is some news right there. Forget the ticker symbol on that Exact Target, but in any case, if you see it, I think it's ET if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. So if you see this here, you don't want to do anything with it. This is a buyout. Okay, so Salesforce.com is buying out Exact Target. It's another cloud computing play. So you don't really want to do a lot with that. I do have a gap play out there today. One, hopefully we'll get a couple more by 9 o'clock. Those will be posted in the chat room at 9 a.m. So watch for those as well. And then we'll see how they play out. Now, looking at the markets, we're going to check out gold and oil right now. Looks like gold is getting hit this morning, down about $15 to $1,397 an ounce. Gold had a very, very good move yesterday. If you take a look at the GLD this morning, you'll see that's trading around 134.83. So a little dip there for gold, just on the back of the fact that the dollar today is a bit stronger. Also, if you take a look at really the dollar against the yen, you'll see that if I punch that one up right there, the dollar yen chart has been really rallying. So you've had a big move in dollar yen, and then you're getting another pretty good little move this morning. Now, this tagged the 50-day moving average yesterday on the daily chart, and I think you could see exactly why that's gotten a bounce today. So came down to the 50 MA, getting a little bit of a bounce. I don't think it's going to hold up all that long, but nonetheless, it is holding up at the minute. And as long as the dollar is stronger against the yen, that seems to be the catalyst to take gold lower. If you look at the U.S. dollar index itself, it is slightly higher today, only by about 12 cents at the moment. 11 cents make that. So it's not a big deal, but nonetheless, it is a little bit stronger, but it is much stronger against the yen today, and I think that's what makes a big difference. All right, let's take a look at oil. Everything is all about currencies. Oil today, U.S., I should say light sweet crude, trading down about 15 cents to around the $93.30 level. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, and you'll see that's trading around $33.16. Basically, right in line with yesterday's close, so no real change there in the USO, at least in the pre-market. It was a little bit lower for a few ticks, but bounced right back up. There's no real volume in here in the pre-market. So we'll see where it trades out today. I'm not 100% sure where that will exactly play out to, but we'll watch for the pattern intraday. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Again, it's all about the currencies. Watch for a little bit of strength in the Japanese ADRs today. They've been oversold a little bit. You also could get some upticking in the AWJ, in the EWJ. We'll watch and see how that plays out. But again, Japan with a 2% rally last night after falling about 16 or 17% in 1 week. So EWJ is showing a little bit of strength today here on the charts. Watch Chinese ADRs. They could be under pressure, especially if the markets fall. We'll see if the markets hold up today and make it 21 straight positive Tuesdays. That is a pretty amazing number when you think about it. But we don't want to be complacent here, because when you get complacent, that's when things change. All right, with that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and I will see you all on the charts a little bit later. Take care. Have a good session.